Hello students, today we will continue our chapter Atmosphere. In our previous class we have studied atmosphere, composition of the atmosphere, usefulness of the atmosphere. Today we will see structure of the atmosphere. Based on the density and temperature differences, it can be divided into four major layers. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere and thermosphere. So all these four layers we will study in detail. So first layer, it is the troposphere. So troposphere is the lowest and the densest layer of the atmosphere. It extends up to a height of 16 kilometers over the equator and about 8 kilometers over the poles. The average height of this layer is taken as about 11 kilometers. Almost all dust particles and water vapors are contained in it. Thus, all weather phenomena occurs in this layer. The second layer, as you see in the picture, you can see the second layer is the stratosphere. So it extends from an average altitude of 11 to 50 kilometers. So here you can see in between troposphere and stratosphere ozone layer is coming. Meteoroids entering the Earth's atmosphere generally get burns in this layer. Even the long distance aircrafts fly in the lower parts of the atmosphere as you see in the picture. So here in the third layer, it is the mesosphere. Mesosphere, it lies between 50 to 80 kilometers above the Earth's surface. In the mesosphere, temperature falls with elevation. So, it is coldest of the atmospheric layers. In this layer also, a lot of meteoroids burn up while entering the Earth's atmosphere. Next layer, that is the fourth layer, it is the thermosphere. It is the fourth layer of the atmosphere and it extends from 80 to 600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. It is located highest above the Earth's surface. So, as it is located highest, this layer is the hottest layer in the atmosphere. It is divided into two parts, that is ionosphere and exosphere. Ionosphere, this layer reflects the radio signals back to the earth, thus making radio communications possible. Exosphere, the upper portion of the thermosphere is called exosphere. The atmosphere acts as a filter to the radiation coming from the sun. So various gases allow the radiation from the sun to reach the earth surface in limited amounts, and the harmful radiation coming from the sun is not allowed to reach the earth's surface. Next we'll go to ozone layer. So here ozone layer forms a thick layer in stratosphere encircling the earth that has large amount of ozone in it. So it protects our planet earth from harmful radiations, that is ultraviolet radiations that comes from the sun. The ozone layer has the capability to absorb almost 97 to 99% of the harmful ultraviolet radiations that sun emits, and which can produce long-term devastating effects on human beings as well as plants and animals. Next, we'll see the causes of depletion of ozone layer. So, during the last several decades, excessive release of chlorofluorocarbons have caused a severe damage to the ozone layers. That is, you can see the spray which we use, refrigerators, air conditioners, all these are having this CFCs. Even the ozone is damaging due to the use of chemical pesticides, fertilizers and all. Okay. Second, we'll see deforestation. Deforestation means permanent loss of forests and woodlands. As you know that trees are known as consumers of carbon dioxide. Loss of trees means more quantity of carbon dioxide in air. So next we'll see half of the wood harvested in the world is used as fuel wood and charcoal. So this also adds to the quantity of the carbon dioxide in the air. Next we'll see greenhouse effect. So here greenhouse effect is a natural warming process. Carbon dioxide and certain other gases are always present in the atmosphere. So these gases create a warming effect that has some similarities to the warming inside a greenhouse, hence the name greenhouse effect came. So here you can see that the sun brings energy to the climate system. Most of it is absorbed by the oceans and land. So when this greenhouse effect is there, you can see the earth radiate back the received heat. But some of the heat is trapped by the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. That is what it keeps our earth warm. So even the human activities also, like burning fuels, then cutting trees, all these contributes to the huge amount of additional greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, leading to the global warming. So next we'll see the impact of global warming. So here, with more heat trapped on earth, the planet is becoming warmer, which means the weather all over the earth is changing. So you can see that summer it is becoming hotter and winters are also becoming warmer. So we may think that it's a good idea, but the conditions we are living in are perfect for life, and a large rise in the temperature could be terrible for us and for other living things on the earth also. Like the higher temperature will make the water of the seas and oceans expand. So when this is expanded, what will happen? You can see that ice melting in the Antarctic and Greenland. So this melting of the ice, what will happen? It will increase the sea and sea level. So when the sea level is increased, so it will be a threat to the low-lying coastal areas of the world. For example, like Netherlands and Bangladesh, etc. Even some places also they sink into the sea. So next we'll see the changes in the weather will also affect the types of crops grown in different parts of the world. Like some crops such as wheat and rice, they will grow better in the higher temperatures, but other plants like maize, sugarcane and all, they may not grow in that climate. So the effect of a change in the weather on plant growth may lead to some countries not having enough food, and people could suffer from hunger also. It has taken millions of years for life to become used to conditions on earth. As weather and temperature changes, the home of plants and animals will be affected all over the world. For example, polar bears and seals, where do they live? They live in the Arctic. So when the Arctic melts, they have to find a new land for them, isn't it? So the changes in the climate will affect everyone, but some populations will be at great risk also. Next, we'll see ways to reduce global warming. So we need to adopt certain preventive measures involving individual, community, country and even at international level. So ways to reduce global warming, first we can do is that plant more trees, then ban on use of chlorofluorocarbons. Next, use of energy efficient vehicles. Next point, using alternative energy resources like solar, wind and tidal, etc. Next, follow principle of 3 R's. What is 3 R's? Reuse, recycle and reduce. Okay, so I think you are clear with this topic. So children, go through this module once again. Thank you.